summer. This is the first MathEd forum of the year, and we're pleased to have everybody back here for the 2025 Margaret Sinclair Memorial Award Lecture. Before we get started, we'd like to acknowledge the land on which the Field Institute for Research in Mathematical Sciences resides, being part of the treaty lands and territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit. And we'd like to acknowledge and express gratitude to the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation of the Anishinaabe peoples who continue to share their ancestral lands with us. For those who are connecting online, we'll have some announcements later on in the reports in terms of some of the ways you can engage today, even though you're not able to be in person. But in general, we do recommend if you're online, you'll definitely want to make sure your microphone is muted unless you're sharing. You'll probably want to keep your video off unless you're directly sharing. And also, in general, we always encourage a respectful, positive discourse. We're gonna do a quick sort of recap of some of what's happening in the MathEd world in Ontario and largely. You might have already seen some of this news. Some of it's actually coming up pretty soon. So the information is in the program PDF as well. But I'll start off with the what's coming up for the Canadian Math Society. There's a 2-day online conference, November 28th and 29th. And there's going to be a plenary on each day. There's call for presentation proposals, which are due on October 2nd, which is in just a few days, if you want to get yours in there. For FinSIC, first year math and stats in Canada, there's always some new news happening there in the lead up to the May conference. So definitely check out the web page for more information. There's going to be some fall announcements for and online meetups continuing along there. For the OCMA, Ontario Colleges Math Association, there's some PD happening this fall, and there is a call for submitting proposed topics in the Insight survey. So there's a short URL there. Of course, you can't click on the screen here, but if you want to take a look, you can access it on the PDF of the agenda on the Field's website. Also, of course, we're here to celebrate the 2025 Margaret Sinclair Memorial Award winner today, but it's also worth noting that the next year's winner will be selected through a process based on submissions that are received between now and January 2026. Just as a reminder, this is an award for early to mid-career educators in Canada who've demonstrated innovation and excellence in promoting mathematics education. So if you know someone who that might be a very good description for, keep their name in mind, and we encourage you to submit. The information for submission is on the Field's website as well. For the MAA Seaway meeting, there is a meeting coming up this Friday, October 3rd. It's in St. Lawrence University in Canton, New York. So for those of you who are kind of closer to the Ottawa region, you might be able to make it in person. So there's a number of talks happening there. OAME, so the award nomination season is open. Also, later, the OME annual conference is taking place in London, Ontario. The website is open for proposals. So if you're looking to give a session, the deadline is November 1st, so in just about a month. I think someone was checking, I think Zach was mentioned, if you're trying to register actually to participate or attend, this seems like that's not yet open yet, but the proposals are open. There's also an event, a professional learning event happening this Thursday, October 2nd in the evening, 4 to 7. Chris Sertam will be speaking as a keynote for the Golden OAME chapter in the Niagara region. Okay, and then finally, actually, before I hand it over to Pam, we just wanted to share there's an event sort of immediately following the forum today. That's going to be led by the Art Sci Salon. It's a photography exhibit by Anne Pichet that is entitled I Don't Do Math. It's a photographic series exploring dyscalculia For those of you who know, it's a learning difference that affects a person's ability to understand and work with number-based information. And this is sort of an exhibit that is intended to kind of raise some awareness and visibility and understanding around something that is maybe not as well known in the general public as, say, dyslexia. The tour is going to be leaving from Fields right after our meeting today. So for those who might be heading down the street, there might be a decision point at 2 o'clock. Okay, or sorry, a couple more things before I hand it over to you, Pam, sorry. We just wanted to mention for the next MathEd Forum on October 25th, there's gonna be an extended session. So we usually end at 2 o'clock, but we're gonna have an extended session from 2:30 to 4, where there's gonna be a fireside chat, including mathematicians, educators, and journalists. It's on the topic of writing math, perspectives from authors and educators. So definitely, if you're planning your trip or travel for that day, just be aware that there's going to be a little bit more happening that day. All right, and from here, I will pass it over to you, Pam, who's online.
Perfect, thank you. Just a couple of quick announcements. First of all, for our online participants, over the lunch break, we're going to have a couple of breakout rooms. So if you want to get together with colleagues and have little discussions, they'll be unmoderated, but you're welcome to just hop into a breakout room. Figured we can share lunch with each other as well. And you might notice that your microphones and videos have been muted. If you do want to participate and speak, please just raise your hand and I'll make sure to unmute and give you access for everything. There's a couple of events going on at Fields. First of all, we have our math circles, which is open to students in grades 7 to 12 who are interested in math challenges and puzzles. And it runs on Saturdays from 2 to 4 in person at the Fields. So if you know any students who would be interested, please get them to sign up, or you can contact Zach Wolski, who's the organizer for it, and his email address is there. We've also got a math directory that is basically is listing the outreach going on at Canadian universities, or Canadian math departments, I should say. If you would like to be listed on the directory, please reach out and let me know. You can also take a look and see what's going on. There's a lot of virtual and online opportunities there as well. So, as well as in person across Canada. Ask a Mathematician, virtual visits with math experts. These are free. They're open to classrooms in grades 4 to 10. We have a whole panel of really interesting math experts. So if you're interested in something for your students, to let them hear from a math expert, please check out the information there. And finally, our newest program, which is a math and literacy. We're actually taking children's books that have no inherent mathematics content, and we're actually creating math and STEM resources for it. So it's a really interesting project. If you're interested in checking it out or using it with students, or getting involved with it, please reach out and let me know. So, and any questions, the chat is open for those online.
Thank you very much, Pam. All right, so we're going to continue here with the program of the day. We're going to be starting off with the granting of the award, followed by the award lecture. That will be followed by a talk after Andie. It will be from Diana Squarslow. And we'll then be having a lunch break for about an hour. We'll be back here for an hour to lead a small group discussion and Q&A with the talks from this morning. So again, just as a reminder, at 2 o'clock, we'll be having those who want to check out the tour. The organizer from Artside Salon will be around to pick you folks up.